Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing my fourth process video. This is my second layout that I did for the Clique Kit September uh, One Canoe 2 Creekside and Fancy Pants Dream Big. Now I am not one to use those 3x4 cards or 4x6 cards on my layout. It's really not something that is my go-to, but I really did like the colors, and I happen to have this photo. It is super old. It's over 25 years old. It's my oldest daughter. We had taken her to the Olympic National Park. She's 2 months old there, and but you know, the little outfit that she's wearing in the pink and the blue, it just seems to go perfect. So I tend to use a lot of white background. I use the American Craft, and I actually buy that on Amazon. I get like 60 sheets for under $15. So because I use it so much, it really is worth it to me to use it. I also buy the marshmallow, the basil marshmallow, if I'm going to do any watercolor or any mixed media. But for the, for things that I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to, I just use this American Craft. Okay, moving right along. Here I am going through all the ephemera of the Creekside pack just to pull the things that I wanted to use. Trying to keep it pretty simple, having the vertical line over here on the left side with some embellishment here on the right. I really did like the tag. It's the pink and the blue. It's kind of, a scenery, and you can't really see, well, the way, yeah, where the adventure goes over it, you're not going to be able to see the ground, so all you see is the pink and the blue, and it says go outside and play, which is pretty accurate what we were doing. And also, I don't anybody get upset, but I did not put any sort of twine or uh, string or anything in the hole of the tag. I'm not real picky about that, and I know some people are, and I am not. So I like the way that it looks, and I'm okay with that. So here I am just trying to place everything. I'm going to keep the embellishments pretty simple. What you see there is pretty much how it's going to be. Um, I add that uh, that peach color says Great Outdoors, and it's going to go under Adventure, and then I'm looking at some hearts and some other embellishments. I do like the little crosses that are there. They're very subdued. I mean, it's just a very simple layout. It's nothing too elaborate. Now, I know that the blue flowers are on the back of this beautiful blue paper, and the flowers are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But, we got that other sheet in our kit with the pink flowers, and I thought, well, I'll just cut out those. And then, because I absolutely fell in love, excuse me, of this blue arrow. I guess you would call them arrows or triangles. Oh, anyway, I enjoyed that much more than I did the flowers. Okay, just making sure that I line everything up because I don't have a lot of fudge space in, for the top and the bottom, because I had split that card in half. I wanted the sand to go on top and the mountains to go on the bottom. So making sure I line them up. I use my T-square, and this is the one that I got at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to do my photo. Now, once again, I did in my last video, I didn't back the photo, and I'm not going to back this one either. In fact, for most of this kit, I didn't, and I don't know why. I just didn't. And most of the photos I'm using are old, like this. So, like this one is 25 plus years ago. It was before digital, so I have the negative, I think, but I'm not for sure. But I don't have, it's not, I can reprint it from my computer. I'd have to scan it, and I know that the colors never come out exactly. Okay, so while I was yammering away, I went ahead and put an embellishment. It's going to be under the hello. It's the mountain in this oddly shaped, whatever that is, however many sides that is, hexagon. And then the hello. So the last layout I had used lovely, and now I'm using the hello, and I only have one left. I absolutely love those acrylic pieces. Putting down the crosses. In the adventure, I want to have some dimension on this side of the page. So I use foam tape, cut it into very thin strips. It's very time consuming, I understand, but even if I did like the foam, sheets, I did still have to cut them into thin strips. So I want to make sure, and sometimes I'm not very picky about making sure I've got foam all over it, but sometimes I am. So this obviously I am. Having to use my tweezers to place them and to take all the backing off. I love the bright, they're soft colors. It's talking about the mountains and the outdoors, but the colors are just beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so then that says Great Outdoors. It's kind of hard to see, but above the tag there is a gold foil. Oh, there it goes. So I just glued it down. It's a gold foil star and trimmed away the tag that was hanging over the edge. And the little tag, yeah, that was a little cattywampus. I knew I was going to get to that. It says Dreamer, and I tuck it in, and it has a little flower on the edge. All right, and I know that I've got my camera angle a little off. I know you can't really see the bottom. There's really not anything down there right now. There were photos of the still shots of the finished layout at the beginning and at the end. So now I'm going through my sequins. Lucky for me, I have a pretty good collection from Pretty Pink Posh that I had got whenever I was a card maker years ago. So I decided to use gold sequins, and these other sequins they're not clear, they're white, but I think they say that they're 4 millimeters, and they're one of her popular sequins, that size and then that color. And I put them down with those little glue dots. And so far they've been staying on pretty good. So I think I'll continue to do that. All right, yeah. And I'm almost out of them, and I keep thinking I'm going to have to run to Michael's and go get some more, but so far so good. I haven't had to go there yet. Because, that's a slippery slope when you go into Michael's. Sometimes it's hard to go in and just get what you need and then leave without, getting anything else. And sometimes I can go in there not looking for anything in particular and leave with nothing. But, there's just something. Don't want to put myself in that position. All right, so putting all the sequins down. Try to remember pretty much where they were. I know that it can be a bit of a challenge. Sometimes I take a photograph, especially if I have a lot of sequins or a lot of embellishments. I take a photograph, a snapshot, and look. I've had to look back at it. All right. Now, I know I still have yet to do my journaling, and that's what I'm doing here, and I know you can't see it, and I'm so sorry. But I did it in gold. I used my gold pen, and I drew the lines first. Okay, there, now you see it. And so my journaling says, we took Tara to Olympic National Park on our first road trip at 2 months of age. So it wasn't anything too spectacular. And this poor kiddo, she doesn't have hardly any pictures done of, in her scrapbook as a baby. I got to get them done. All right, there we go. Thanks for joining me. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.